So let's talk about the wardrobe essentials list and why they are failing. Now, they are failing not because you don't follow them correctly, because everybody has had one. I've even had one. Actually, I've even made a time or two. And you go and you buy everything on that list, but you're still trying to figure out why it's not working because the experts say it's supposed to work. But here's what I've learned and what I'm realizing. They are not made for your everyday life. They were not made for the decision makers, the professionals, your lifestyle, because all of that, you have to take all of that into account when building a foundation and building a wardrobe in a style that is truly authentic and your own. And the wardrobe essentials checklist that we have all grown accustomed to liking and using, they're made for mass assumption. Pretty much, they're generic. So now we have to figure out, how do we begin to build a wardrobe and get essentials that are essential to us and not essential based on somebody's checklist. So hi, my name is Tiffany, and I help women build a decision-ready wardrobe foundation that will eliminate daily outfit confusion and one that aligns with your appearance and matches your profession and your lifestyle. Long story short, I am here to help you build a closet that supports you. Now, if that interests you, I invite you to click the link in the description box below to join my monthly newsletter, The Signature Edit. And each month I will give you tips, tricks, my thoughts, and then even a little bit of behind the scenes on how to help you build and design a wardrobe that supports you. And there's also a free gift involved. If you click the link, I have a mini 5-part episode podcast called The Silent Partner that will dive a little bit deeper and lay the foundation on why you need to build a closet that supports you. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And if you see me looking off to the side, don't worry, don't fret. I'm actually looking at my notes because I want to make sure that I cover everything that I've thought about and have wrote down for you guys. So let's start with the first point, which is list, remove context. Long story short, wardrobe essentials list, they assume everybody is the same. In reality, we are not the same. We are all individuals. And these essentials checklists, they make us become the same, oneness, and boring. And here's the rule of thumb that I've becoming to realize. Your essentials are going to be completely different from my essentials. And that's okay. And that's how we want to begin to look at it moving forward. Why? Because these checklists, in essence, they think that all of us work the same. They think we have the same moves throughout the day. We have the same lifestyles. They feel that our jobs, that we all have the same visibility. And there are expectations that it sometimes seems to put on us. And that is why they seem to not work or not even function correctly. But when we're talking about it also in the aspect of authority is contextual. So what you wear needs to align with where you're seen, how you're evaluated, and what role that you occupy and what your lifestyle is like throughout the day. And when something as simple as context is stripped away, clothing becomes abstract. Tongue-tied today. Pieces exist in theory, not in practice. And we want to begin to use pieces in practice and not in theory. And that's why majority of the items that are labeled essential often feel irrelevant once they're in your closet and you don't pull for them as much. I like to call it as, because they're not your essentials. You have to figure out exactly what your essentials are. Now, wardrobe essentials to me are completely different than, say, a capsule wardrobe. And we'll worry about that later. But right now, just for the essentials. So here's a quick example of what I would feel is essential to me. So for me, I feel jewelry is an essential for me, meaning the earrings that I have on, The 3 chains that I have on here today, you can probably only see 2 of them, but I have 3 on. These are all essential to me every single day because this makes me feel put together. It gives a sense of me feeling great about myself. And for me, it makes anything and everything elevated, takes it to the next level, just with something as simple as jewelry. So you want to try to figure out what is essential to you. Maybe think about maybe 5-6 pieces at minimum and jot them down. And that will help you and guide you along the way with laying the foundation for your wardrobe. These lists, they have now begun to create volume without intention. Your closets become crowded. You know the old saying, I have a closet full of clothes, but nothing to wear. Your outfits, they feel disjointed, they remain inconsistent. Actuality, you probably don't even have outfits in your closet. You just have a bunch of pieces scattered throughout your closet. And the issue isn't necessarily the lacking of clothing, but it's the lack of standards that you have for your clothing and most importantly, for your closet, because we want to build a wardrobe, in essence, a closet that supports you. Now, authority requires judgment. And a wardrobe built on accumulation can never feel settled. You see one list that has 20 pieces that you have to buy. But once you're done with that list or you're halfway through that list, here comes another list with another 40 pieces that you have to buy. So you're constantly buying, you're constantly consuming, and you never have a wardrobe that is complete and that is done. And that is, in essence, what we need to begin to do. And with having your own standard and your own authority on what essentials mean to you and what your true essentials are, then you will build a settled wardrobe that will be cohesive. And no matter what happens at the end as we begin to build, because right now we're just building the foundation, but as we begin to build upon that, then you will have literally a completed wardrobe. And lastly, lists skip the foundation, and foundations come before pieces. This to me is the missing part. When we're buying and building a wardrobe or a style, we're forgetting the foundation. Now, essentials are definitely a part of that, but now we have to go about it and do it a little bit differently. Essentials, at the end of the day, are not a starting point. They are actually the result. So before anything can be considered essential, you need clarity. How you actually get dressed. What do you repeat? Where friction shows up. What's missing versus what's merely unused. This is why going into your closet and doing closet edits are the first and starting point for me, because we have to see what you're working with and we have to get your whole image and background of your closet, because guess what? Your closet is never going to lie. And sometimes what we do is we ignore the signs and the signals that our closet is giving us, and we just start by somebody's list, somebody's whatever, and we don't think about clarity for us and how it will actually affect how we get dressed in our wardrobe. And without the foundation, even the right items will always fail. Not because they're wrong in general, but because they're wrong for you. And this goes back to your essentials have to be geared towards and tailored towards you. So everybody's essentials list in essence, in theory, should all be the same. There should never be any duplicates. There should be no generalization when it comes to your essentials. This is why shopping rarely fixes the problem. Actually, it's not even rarely. It never fixes the problem. You don't need more recommendations layered on top of uncertainty. You need a structure that tells you why something belongs and when it doesn't. You don't need better lists. You just need a framework that will help you with building your foundation for an everlasting wardrobe. And if you're ready to lay the foundation of a closet that helps supports you both professionally, lifestyle, and everything in between, It all starts by clicking the link in the description box and signing up for my monthly newsletter, The Signature Edit. When you do, you also get access to the Silent Partner podcast, which is a 5-part mini-series that I created to help talk to you about how putting your closet first will help you with building your wardrobe that is long-lasting and sustaining. And if you have any questions, put them in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video. But in the meantime, be sure to watch one of these next videos here, and I'll talk to you soon.